Hey everyone, welcome to Saturday. It's almost time to make supper, but I just got back from the store and by the looks of it, I'm just going to call this a junk food haul. I do have a small Amazon order in here, so let me go over everything that I picked up. Alright, I got a bag of milk chocolate chips. I never made that second dessert that I was going to make this past week, and I needed this for that. And I ended up using what I had on something else, so I never made it. So this coming up week, I think I'll make that. And then I got a small bag of bacon bits, and I'm going to be putting that in. I'm going to cheat and put that in the cheesy bacon red potatoes tonight. And then I picked up some cans of fur baby food, Fancy Feast. Now, I'm going to be placing an order on Amazon because it is cheaper to do it that way. But they are out, so I need some for now. So got some fur baby food. And then I got a tub of strawberry cream cheese. And in the morning, we are going to have some bagels and cream cheese. These are the thin bagels. So we've never had the thin. We always get the thick ones, and it's just too bready. So we're going to give the thin ones a try. And then Monday, I may pick up some restaurant steaks. And then sometime this week, maybe have steak and egg bagel sandwiches for breakfast. So I did pick up a thing of canola oil. I am completely out of oil now. I picked up a box of no-bake strawberry cheesecake. Those are actually pretty good, those no-bake ones. So I would advise getting those, especially the ones with the strawberry topping on it. I did get a tub of old-fashioned vanilla ice cream. For dessert tonight, I believe we're just going to have some floats. I'll have a root beer float, and Glenn likes the orange soda in his floats, so that's what he's going to have. Got a pack of hot dogs. Not hot dogs, hot dog buns. We have some hot dogs in the freezer that I think I'll take out for lunch tomorrow, since we're just going to have bagels for breakfast. I did get a bag of honey barbecue Lay's potato chips and a bag of just the plain classic potato chips. I usually like the honey barbecue. Glenn likes the plain ones. Soda was on sale, so I stocked up. I got a can of the Big K root beer, 12 packs, and a 12 pack of the Big K orange soda. Glenn likes that. So we're going to use those for our floats. And then I ended up picking up, these were all on sale. I got 2 6-pack bottles of Sprite, 2 6-pack bottles of Pepsi, 2 6-pack bottles of Coke, and 2 6-pack bottles of Mountain Dew. So they were on sale, good deal. I believe it was $2.50 a 6-pack, so you got to get them when they're on sale. All right, I believe that's all I picked up for now. So yeah, I'm going to put this stuff away and almost get started on cutting up the potatoes for supper. All right, see you in a bit. I forgot the coffee. This was my Amazon order. I got 2 30-ounce tubs of Breakfast Blend McCafe coffee for Glenn. He's out of coffee, and so I just ordered them on Amazon. They're the same price as Walmart, so they came in today's mail. So I ordered 2 at one time just to get them stocked up. So he is set on his coffee. So that was an Amazon order. All right, now I'm done. All right, everyone, so I am getting ready to cut my potatoes for the cheesy bacon red potatoes. And just to show you what I'm using, obviously some red potatoes. I'm going to use some butter, which I'm just going to cut up in pieces to put on top of the potatoes. I'm going to season it up with just some seasoned salt, onion powder. I may throw a little garlic powder on there and some black pepper. You can do whatever you want with whatever seasonings you want. And I'm going to put some bacon bits on top of it. Normally I would fry up the bacon bits, but I'm going to cheat and put these bacon bits on there. Shredded cheese. I'm using a casserole dish. Obviously you need a colander to rinse your potatoes, cutting board. And this is, I believe, a 9x7, something like that. 9x7 or it's the smaller casserole dish. So that's all you need, and that's all I'll use. So, all right, I'm going to get set up. I'm going to rinse out my potatoes, and I'll just show you how I cut them. Okay, so I have my potatoes washed out, and I got them here in the colander. I have 12 potatoes in there, 11 or 12, yeah. So basically I'm going to use whatever it takes to fill up this casserole dish, okay? So I'll go ahead and cut them. I'll just show you how I cut them, and then I'll just cut the rest off camera. All right, so I'll show you how I cut the small ones and how I cut the big ones. So this is kind of a smaller one. Basically cut it in fours. And that's it. And then this is kind of a bigger one. So I'll just cut that down like that. And then cut it twice. Some of the pieces are bigger than others, but that's okay. Alright, and that's all I do. If I can't hold them together, I'll just put the flat side down. Just like that. And that's it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting up my potatoes, and then I'll be back. Okay, folks, so I've got them all cut up now, and I went through and I did cut some of the bigger pieces down a little bit. Some of the pieces were like this size or bigger. I just went ahead and cut them in half to this size. So, alright, so I'm going to throw this to the side here, and that's the potatoes in the casserole dish. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and season these up now. I'm going to throw some pepper. Starting to smell that pepper. Some onion powder. Some, oops, sorry, Lowry seasoned salt. And I'm going to go ahead and throw some garlic powder in there. Again, you can use whatever seasonings you want. Okay. And then I already cut the butter into some pieces. So I'm just going to lay them on top here. I don't know if you can see that. Just laying them on top. Okay, I think I'm just going to go with that right now. And then I'll check it about halfway through. I am going to cover this. I never write it down. I never can remember whether I cover it or not, and how long it takes to cook, whether I cover it or not. So I think I do cover it. You can leave it uncovered so the potatoes get a little crispy on the outside edges, or you can cover it whatever way you want. I usually cover it. So then I'll check them in a little bit, mix it up so the seasonings kind of get all over, and then throw it back in there. When they're almost done, I'll take them out. I'll throw the shredded cheese on it and the bacon bits on top of that and throw it back in the oven. But that's when they're just about done. So that way all you have to do is melt the cheese. Okay, so I'm going to cover this up, throw it in the oven, and then I'm going to get my shrimp ready. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so I got my shrimp here, and I have them sitting on a paper towel because I rinsed them off. They're already cooked, but I still like to just rinse all my meat off before, except the steak. The steak's going to go from the package to the grill. But normally with like seafood, I always rinse it off. So, all right, so now I'm going to take it and put it in the bowl. And then basically I'm going to throw a little bit of olive oil. And I actually probably should have marinated these last night, but too late. I'm going to throw some lime juice in there, some seasoned salt, onion powder, pepper, and some garlic powder. And I'm not decided whether I'm going to throw them on shish kebab sticks or wrap them up in tin foil and put them on the grill like that. And that way I can throw some more lemon or lime juice in it. So, I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. But for now, let's get them in there. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Oh, thank God we have more daylight time since daylight savings. Otherwise, I'd be frying out in the dark again. All right. And after I'm all done, I'll be disinfecting the surface and everything. All right, so there's 12 jumbo shrimp in there, and I love my shrimp. I will eat all 12 of those. So between the cheesy bacon, red potatoes, and the shrimp, oh, I'm set. I'm set. That's all I need. So, all right. Just a little, oops. Like I said, just a little bit. Try not to get, I'm right-handed, so, and I'm doing it all with my left hand because I'm trying not to put my arm in the camera. I don't have any real limes or lemons, so I'm just going to have to do this. And then actually when they're done and we're ready to eat, I'm going to melt some butter, and that's what I'm going to dip it in before I just chow down on it. All right. It's kind of strange pouring seasonings with my left hand. Oops. Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Okay, I can't do this with my left hand. I try not to get my whole arm in the camera. Actually, if I do it this way, so you can see the seasonings basically come off with the oil and the lime juice. So when I put it on the grill, I'll probably just season it up again, depending on how I do it. Still not decided. Okay, I actually should have marinated it last night just like this, but oh well. It's gonna taste good though. So yeah, we're gonna steak, shrimp, potatoes, and root beer and orange floats for supper. That's what we are doing. All right. Now, decision time. How should I do this? All right. I'm going to go ahead and put them on shish kebab sticks. Yep, I'll be right back. All right, we are ready. So since these are jumbo, I'm going to put 4 on each shish kebab stick, or skewer, whatever you want to call them. So, all right. I'm going to just poke it through that right before the tail, because the shell is still on the tail there. And then just drive it through, and then slide it down. All right, and that's all I do. I'm going to try to get 4 on each one. You know, we used to have story time. Hope you guys don't mind my stories. But we used to have more cats. We're down to 2. And rest in peace to all our other fur babies. But we used to have 8 cats. And they're all rescue cats. So the last 2 are with us. And they're even older. They're I think they're 12 or 13. So hopefully they're with us for a lot longer. But anyway, one of the cats we had, her name was Kit Kat, and oh, that was Glenn's girl. At first it wasn't, but yeah, that was Daddy's girl. So she used to love shrimp. So when Glenn's ma was alive, we used to go by her house and have supper with her every Friday night. Other nights also, but Friday night was our like, let's order something out night. And we used to order out from a place where I would get shrimp. And Kit Kat knew I had shrimp, so she would come and sit by me because I used to take these tails where the shell is because there's still meat inside there. I would save all the tails for the end, and then I would open them all up and feed her the tails. So she knew she was going to get the tails. Our cats are spoiled. Yes, my stomach is growling like crazy. I don't know if you can hear that on camera, but yeah, anyway, every time I eat shrimp, I think about Kit Kat. We both do, obviously think about her with other things, but for me, that's my special memory of Kit Kat. Yeah, we had 8 rescue cats. 5 of them were from outside when we lived in the other place before we moved here. And then the other 3, which was Kit Kat, Pookie, and Spook, came from Glenn's ma's house after she passed away. Nobody wanted to take them. And at first we weren't going to either because we already had 5. But nobody wanted them, and we were not about to let them go to the Humane Society. So we took them. So sadly, 6 have passed away now. Most of them old age. 2 of them, Pudgy and Nosy. Nosy was nosy. He had to know everything, what was going on. So that was a good name for him. Those 2 were brothers, same litter. And they had a rare cat virus called, I think it was, had something like FP something, but it was a rare virus or something that cats got that was incurable. And so they both died at a young age. Pudgy died first. I want to say he was like 4 or 5. And then I think the following year or the year after, 2 years later, Nosy contracted it. They always had it, but it's when it actually comes out. Nosy got it, and Nosy was Glenn's buddy. So it was hard on both of us, but it was extremely hard on Glenn because that was his buddy. But anyway, that's my shrimp story. Kit Kat was a special girl, daddy's girl, but she always came to me for the shrimp tails. So, all right, so there we go. I got 4 shish kebabs, and yeah, so that's ready to go on the grill. I'm actually just going to stick them in here and take this out. And then I'm going to start getting ready to go out and get the grill set up. The potatoes I'm baking at 350. And I set it for 45 minutes to kind of open it up and mix it around so the seasonings get everywhere. So I'm guessing it's going to be a couple hours for the potatoes, okay? So stay tuned. I'm going to clean up this mess here. All right, everyone, I'm outside now, and I got the small grill warming up right now, so I can cook the steak for a bit first before I put my shrimp on. So I just took the potatoes out after 45 minutes. I mixed them up so the seasoning would mix up a little bit, and I put them back in, so they're not done. So by the time I get this all grilled out, everything should be ready at the same time. I guess that's it. So. All right, I straightened out one of my bird feeders. I got to straighten out the other one. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, you can see this one right here is straightened out. This is, oh, you can see it's sunset's coming on. But this one right here was the one that was sitting over here, leaning almost to the ground. So that's straight now. And then this one I have to straighten out. You can see I have it tie wrapped to iron rod. So I'm going to have to straighten that one out. So, okay. Yeah, we always get a good sunset. Oh, sorry about that. But isn't that beautiful as the sun sets? From our kitchen window, or if you go in the backyard here. Oh, sorry. You can always see the pink and blue sky when it's sunsetting. It's always a beautiful scene back here. So I won't blind you anymore. Can you hear the birds? That's a robin. Robins are here. That means spring is here. Today I had a great day of birds. I didn't come out with a camera, but in the next couple of days I'm going to. I had a great day of birds today. I had the robins, starlings, red-winged blackbirds, cardinals, chickadees, white-breasted nuthatch, red-breasted nuthatch, goldfinches, sparrows. What else was there? I don't know what else there was, but it was awesome. I had a great day. I always come out to the window, the kitchen window, to look to see what's out there. So, all right, I'm going to get this cleaned up and get the steak on there. Okay, so I got the steak on. Oh, sorry about the color going in and out, or the lighting. So it's like 43 degrees right now, with the real feel of 37, I think. So it was actually a pretty decent day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come out and start cleaning up the garage for springtime. So yeah, not doing much. Yeah, so okay, yeah, I guess that's all I got right now. All right, be back. So this is the only snow we got left. This little patch right here, a little trail right there. There's a side entrance to the trailer. So yeah, hopefully we don't get any more, but I'm thinking we're going to. Usually in April we get about 1 or 2 more snowfalls. So, oh yeah. But at least we're getting nicer weather. So, happy first day of spring, everybody. I think today's the first day of spring. 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, today is the first day of spring. So happy spring. So I wanted to tell you guys, today or yesterday, we ordered a chest freezer from Amazon. So it's something I've been wanting us to get for a long time to help us stock up on meats and frozen items. So yeah, I went on Amazon last night and ordered one. It's only a 5 cubic foot, or yeah, but it's only 2 of us, so that's plenty big for us to store a lot of stuff, especially if I flatten everything now. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you, ordered a chest freezer. We'll probably keep it out here in the garage. So, and then just on a day, I'll just pick stuff that we need for the week and bring it inside the house freezer. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. The little things that make me excited, huh? Yeah, can't wait to fill it up. So, all right, I'm gonna flip this steak. I don't want it to char. I want the edges on the steak to get a little crispy on the edges, because Glenn likes where the fat is on the edges. He likes it a little crispy. So, but I don't want the actual steak to burn either. So I'm gonna just keep flipping it, and then I'll put the shrimp on in just a little bit. And there's the steak. You can see the edge get a little crispy right there. If it could all get a little crispy. So that's a T-bone steak. Okay, so I got a comment, I believe it was from Kimberly, and thank you, Kimberly. Going back to the story on about my dad and the oatmeal. If you didn't If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I think it's either in my last video or the one before that. Just a little story about my dad, memories about my dad. Kimberly suggested I put some oatmeal inside that container to bring back the oatmeal smell. So I did that before I came out. The oatmeal I have is from, I still have that from the food pantry when I was going. And the smell isn't as strong as regular Quaker oats, but I'm hoping it brings back some smell. So thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, a lot of good memories. My dad. I lost, I guess, a little personal time, I guess. I lost both my mom and dad in 2018. They both passed. And it was hard because my mom passed, and then a month and a half later, my dad passed. And I truly believe to this day, and I'll always believe, that my dad passed of a broken heart, because him and my mom were always together, kind of like me and Glenn. But yeah, my mom died of pancreatic cancer. She had gotten it for the second time. She had it some years ago, had to be like 10 years before she passed. Then they took half of her pancreas, and then in 2018 she got pancreatic cancer again, and then she passed within 3 days, I believe. Yeah, so that was really hard. So she was, I believe they were, that's the thing with my mom and dad, they were in age, a week apart in age. So my mom's birthday was 1 week, September 10th, and then my dad's birthday is September 16th, and they both were born in 1935. And I always wanted whatever relationship I had in this lifetime to be like theirs. So, and I believe Glenn and I we're like them. They're always together. My dad took care of my mom for many years. She had a lot of health problems since I was a little girl when we were kids. My dad used to take us to the hospital around the back to the window to see her because they wouldn't let us go inside. But I have a lot of good memories of my mom as well. As a teenager, when other teenage girls were going to the malls and the movie with their friends and stuff, I was going with my mom. Yeah, as a teenager, I hung out with my mom. We would go to movies together. Yeah, we watched a lot of movies. So yeah, a lot of good memories. And then my dad, just all around good memories. They left us with many good memories. My dad was in the hospital. He was in good health all his life, and then one day he collapsed, and I think he had his brain was bleeding or something. He had brain surgery, and then he was recovering. Then they had to go in again. So yeah, they went in, and he ended up with 2 brain surgeries. That's the only time he's ever been in the hospital. He was always in good health, but that pretty much became the end. So both my mom and dad were in a home together, and when my mom passed away, yeah, I think my dad it was sudden. Nobody expected it. Yeah, during the night he just passed away. And like I said, I always believe he died of a broken heart, not being with my mom. So yeah, lots of good memories. I love them both very much. Okay, sorry I didn't mean to get that heavy, but it's what my life is. So I think about him a lot. So anyway, I'm going to get the shrimp on. All right, so let's get back to this grill. Alright, I got the shrimp on the grill now. Whatever juice was in the bottom of that bowl, I just poured over the shrimp. So yeah, I'm constantly turning the steak so it doesn't char on one side. So I'm going to continue to do that. So we'll see you when we're inside plating up. Alright everyone, so the potatoes are done. You can see them. Well, you can't see that they're done, but they're done. Okay? So you can see the seasonings there. I'm going to go ahead and, I know this is kind of close. I'm kind of in a hurry. I'm going to go ahead and throw the cheese on there. And the bacon bits. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw them back in the oven so the cheese can melt. Otherwise, it is done. Alright folks, there it is. Cheesy bacon red potatoes. And I'm going to plate up now. Alright, this is what's for dinner. Glenn has his T-bone steak and some potatoes. And I've got my shrimp, potatoes, and some melted butter. Glenn's having some A1. And that's what's for dinner on this Saturday night. Great way to end the week. Okay, everyone. So this is the part of what's for dinner nobody shows you. The aftermath. So, yeah. Dinner was delicious. It was super good. I finished all my shrimp. Oh, can't focus. Yep, it's all the shrimp tails. I did try to give Blackie and Prissy a piece of a shrimp tail, but they weren't having any part of it. So Kit Kat would have devoured it. So, yep, potatoes were delicious. You can see a piece of steak on my plate and a shrimp tail on Glenn's plate. Usually when we have a dinner like this where I eat shrimp, he eats steak, we'll trade a little bit. He'll give me a little piece of steak, I'll give him a couple of shrimp. So, looks like we got enough potatoes for tomorrow. So I'll grill out some pork chops tomorrow. We got some potatoes there. Yep, so dinner was delicious. Alright everyone, here we are finishing off Saturday night with a root beer float and I don't know what you would call it, an orange sickle float, something like that. So there it is. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, taking that time out of your day to watch it. I hope you enjoyed the video. So remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.